So July 4th is one of the greatest days ever because America's independence. But also, the Fourth Host Dungeons came out back in July 4th, 2019, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, Red Spider's eggs have now been removed from the Nightmare Zone shop, meaning you can no longer buy them at Nightmare Zone with your points, due to the fact that Sarachnis came out and the drops, the giant egg sac, should take the place of the Red Spider's eggs. In theory, that makes a lot of sense, but when you put it into play, it doesn't really work, and I'll show you. So if you look back in July, when the Fourth Host Dungeons came out, you can see that nothing really changed. Nothing really happened. We didn't really use them much. And then all of a sudden in October, 3 months later, it started to rise. Very quickly. Now we have new bosses coming out, like Nightmare, because this is December, so right here would be January, and they're skyrocketing. Yes, they come down a little bit once people realized it, but they're flying up. This was probably the biggest dump ever, which was almost 4 mil eggs in one day, and then after that, you know, you're looking at, what, the lowest one there is 400,000, up to maybe a mil. So there's not a lot traded. But when you look at it, there's not a lot in the game anymore. And if we go here and we type in a super restore, they're 12.7k. They're all over the place. But the fact of the matter is, the secondary has now jumped so much. These are worth a lot of money. Now, how do you get them? I'll show you. So one of the tested methods of getting Red Spider's eggs is in the Edgeville dungeon. I remember doing lots of things here. So if you have a glory, you can teleport to Edgeville, and you can come over here to this dungeon. Once you're inside, you can see on the map here, we run all the way down here, over and in through this gate. And this puts you into the wilderness. So warning, this is in the wilderness. People can attack you, and yeah, be careful. I don't bring food because I'm on a 2200 world, so I'm not too worried about it. But if you're a lower level and you're worried about that stuff, then maybe this method is not for you. But it is only like level 3 to 4, so you should not be in that much of danger. I think there is aggressive spiders here, so you do have to kind of be wary of that if you do have low HP. But if you don't, then you should be just fine. So if you bring a looting bag, you'll be able to put in the Red Spider's eggs into the looting bag. And if you just open it, they'll automatically go in there. So there is 5 here. You can either hop worlds if you can log out in time. Wait, is there 6 here? Let me see. Oh, there's 6. Okay, that's kind of cool. So 6 per world. You can hop, but these things want to attack you every single time. So if you can find a spot to log out, that's better. If you can't, then I guess you just kind of tank it until you can. I suppose you could run over here and like hide, and then we could hop real quick. Let's see. And not a lot of people seem to do this, so you should have plenty of you know, things to collect in each world. There shouldn't be any missing spawns. So I'm going to time this for roughly an inventory, and then we can kind of see what we can get from an hour or whatever we can time it as. So, god damn it.
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries. Mama tied my teenage dreams
Alright, so that took me about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It's kind of annoying when they attack you. There's nothing you can really do about that. So we have 27 in here, and if we check in here, we have 28. So we have about 55 of these. So let's go ahead and deposit all that, and then I want to take out 55. So in 4 minutes and 30 seconds, we made 60K. So if we translate it into a hour, so I did have those 12 red spider's eggs in my looting bag before I started the timer. So if you convert all that, you work out to be 626K per hour. I converted it down to seconds per egg, and then calculated that into hours, and blah blah blah. So roughly doing this method is 626K per hour. You're only using a glory charge, and you have the looting bag. If you want a less dangerous option, you cannot use the looting bag. Whoops, I guess open and closed are different. So if I close that. So if you want a less intense one, where you don't have to really worry about it, you can go to Karamja. So if you run from the glory teleport spot up to the dungeon here, right by the volcano, I will show you another location that spawns red spider's eggs. So once you climb down into the dungeon, you need to run to the northwest. And you can see the red spiders are listed on this map here. And there is a 1 egg spawn. So you get 1 egg only, and then you need to teleport out. Or you can alternatively run down here to this dungeon, and that will take you to the Dazars. And there is a bank once you run in, somewhere's over here. So let's go ahead and test one inventory here and see how long that takes. And then we'll do all the conversions and get you a rough estimate of a per hour GP. It won't be completely accurate as I'm not doing it for an hour, but you can get a generalized idea.
Loving you is like a fairy tale. I just can't pick up the phone again. This time I'll be on my own, my friend. One more time I'm all alone again. Sex with you is like I'm dreaming, and I just wanna hear you scream again. Now you're gone, I can't believe it. Time I spent with you deceiving me. I don't care if you believe in me. I still wonder why you're leaving me. I don't care if you believe me. I still wonder why you tease me. And if I'm taking this the wrong way, I hope you know that you can tell me whatever you're thinking. It's when you put me in the spotlight. I hope you know I'm faded on this liquor I'm drinking. And if I'm taking
Alright, and that took 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So if we throw those up, that's 30K, and let's see what that converts to. So you can do about 17 chips per hour, and that would be with teleporting to Edgeville and then banking, teleporting back to Karamja, and repeating. And doing that, you will make about 500K per hour. So it's a little bit less money per hour, but it's really not that big when compared to all the hopping and getting attacked by spiders, because that really does slow you down in that dungeon. There is another alternative method that I'm not going to show, but I will say. You can also kill Sarachnis, which is with the intended purpose, and that drops a giant egg sack. I'm not sure if I can look that up. Yeah, so there's this. So that's 18K. I think he gives you, what, 100 maybe? No, maybe 50? I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. So each giant egg sack contains 100 red spider's eggs. So if they really do cost 18K, that means that you could, in theory, buy them, cut them open, and sell them for 100K each time. So we're going to test that out right now. So I'm going to try to buy one for 50K and see if I can then use it to double my money. Not even selling for that. Let's leave that one there. Oops, let's go ahead and see if we can get it for 75k. No. So, as you can see, the red spider's egg prices are truly what they are, and they can't get them that way. So the next one would be Venenatus in the wilderness. Back in the day, I used to do a lot of that with Verax. Today, we'd probably just use range to do it. But there is a drop that is 3 in 128 of 500 red spider's eggs. So it used to be kind of a drop, and it was really for Ironmen. But now that they are 1k each, that is now a 500k drop, which is right up there with the Onyx bolt tips. So go get red spider's eggs. These are worth a lot of money right now, and take advantage of it while the prices are up. We'll be doing another video soon that has to do with farming, and yeah, it's a method that is pretty simple. You don't have to do anything, and you can make quite a bit of money. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you can make some money on this before all the pots drop after Nightmare, which is a new boss coming to RuneScape around end of January, I think, or first couple months in the new year. I do know that. I think they're talking January, but who knows with Jagex. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can make some money before that, and if you do, let me know, and I guess we will see you next time on another Money Making 101. 3, 2